Good evening, Fistball fans. Welcome back live here in Curitiba, Brazil for the final group stage match of the day here on field number 1. And it is a big one between the home team, Duque de Caxias, and the German powerhouse, TV Jahn Schneverdingen. For the Germans, they've already punched their ticket into the semifinals, but for the home team, Duque de Caxias, they have a lot of work to do if they want to continue to compete for the title. They need to win this match in order to go through to the semifinals. So much pressure and expectation on the home team, especially up against such a tough German side in Schneverdingen. My name is Kyle Esmont. It is such a pleasure to be bringing you these matches here live in the southern part of Brazil, in the state of Paraná. Wonderful hosts, Duque de Caxias, have been spectacular in their hospitality, but it will all be for naught if they don't come away with some hardware. As I mentioned, Schneverdingen, they haven't dropped a set yet here in the World Tour Finals. They're looking really poised and looking the most dominant out of all of the women's teams here so far. And Duque, they had a bit of a rocky start. Their first match, they dropped that one against Seekirchen, the surprise team from Austria. Got a bit of a slow start, but they right the ship in their second match against Mercedes, a very clean and concise 3-0 versus their neighboring team. It's been a bit of a transition period for Duque. So many long-time stalwarts retiring last year, but they will be with their longtime captain in the middle, Angela Melo. She's going to need to set the tone with her sets. A very young defense with Fernanda Passos, as well as Maria Nemes. Chris Waska, the second striker, who has been doing most of the counterattack. And who could forget about the new addition to Duque, Tanja Bognar, the Swiss international. She is going to have quite the tall task of taking down the German giants if they want to move on to the semifinal. And for Jahn Schneverdingen, starting 5, all German national players. They are led in the attack by Hella Grossman and Anniko Müller. Henrik Seitz, their anchor in the middle of the field, the captain, number 6. Fantastic setter of the ball. And they'll be joined in the defense by Kimberly Gross and Luca von Loh. This is a huge group stage match for the home team, and especially her right there. Tanja Bognar will have the service responsibilities. She came off such a dominant year last year for the Swiss national team. Put on one of the best service performances we've ever seen in World Fistball. It's been a bit of a shaky start, but last game certainly looked more like themselves. So we're underway here in this best-of-5 contest. Anniko Müller going with the short ball, very smart. Seeing the defense playing a bit further back, and is happy to just send that to the soft middle of the field. Tanja Bognar needs to get heavy pressure on the serve immediately. That's a good attempt to the middle of the field, but covered really well in defense. So now a free ball. Oh, no, Tanja Bognar sending that one deep. Push to the front. Direct ball opportunity. Calmly dealt with here. Angela with the bounce set. 3 meters. Tanya got all of that one, but not enough to get past Luca Von Low. Another direct set opportunity here. Just happy to push that ball deep. And it looks like in the early going, Tanya is taking all of the striking responsibility as she puts that one away into the middle of the field between the front and back rows. For Duque, last match, it was a split attack responsibility, pretty even between Tanya and Chris. As we see a service mistake by Anniko Muller. Germans always known for their very clean and consistent play. We don't see too many mistakes such as this. That ball just gliding out of bounds. Great coverage there on the defense from the Swiss international. Bit of a tough angle there for Chris, but it's effective. The cross-court shot. Nicely done from Chris. She had some really nice counter-attack points for Duque against Mercedes last round. So early lead now for the home team. Fans beating on the drums, rallying behind their team. They're going to need all the help they can get as we see another service point from Anniko Muller. Home fans always come out in full support, even at 4:30 on a Friday. Beautiful serve, straight down the middle. Excellent depth from Tanya. Schneverdingen playing in that W formation. Henrik Seitz well into the middle of the field, leaving that back middle shot wide open. Tanya really enjoys hitting that shot when she can. So now we see another first touch from Tanya is good. Chris with another direct ball opportunity. Good power, but not enough depth to get past Kimberly Gross. We're seeing Hella Grossman on the attack, but well defended. Striking from 3 meters now, Tanya. Really good shot selection there. Setting from distance yet again. Muller sending it deep, but calmly dealt with there. Maria Namies. Ooh, a tricky bounce there, but wow, what a first touch from Henrik Seitz. And unfortunate there, that ball just rolling over the line. Thought maybe that forward roll on the set would have been too much for Tanya, but it actually gave her more momentum. She really got a hold of that ball. Ball from Fernanda stays in bounds. Angela calling off Chris on the set. Good depth there, but pushed forward by Anniko, from Luca Von Low. Great hustle defense so far from Duque. This is the best we've seen from them thus far this tournament. Push to the front, direct ball. Grossman into the line, another attacking miscue from the Germans. And there's a belief starting to build around the stadium. Not just with the athletes, but with the fans as well. Another short ball to the side, but again covered well by Tanya. And the middle shot from Chris Washka. Everything going Duque's way so far, and that's enough for head coach Olaf Neuenfeld to call timeout for his team. Olaf Neuenfeld, of course, the men's German national team coach, coming off yet another world championship victory. As always, looking calm on the sideline, just trying to calm the nerves a little bit. Again, Schneverdingen has already punched their ticket into the semifinals, but certainly want to go into that with some momentum. Duque, again, if they win this match, they'll be through. There is a possibility for Duque into the semifinals if they lose, but they will need some help from Mercedes. They're taking on Seekirchen right now on the other stream. So an early commanding lead for Duque, but here in the World Tour Finals, no lead is safe. To fight to the bitter end. Annika Muller, again, not quite getting the depth on that one. Maria Namies looking confident in defense. Another really good bounce set with some action forward. And the depth from Tanja Bognar. Too much for German defense to handle. This is much more like what we're used to seeing from Duque de Caxias. They reached the finals last year. Ended up falling to Sojipa. They would love nothing more than to give their home fans another final to watch. Angela really tracked that one down well and set up Chris fairly well, but good push to the front. Set from Henrik Seitz. Still about just inside 3 meters, but it's enough for Hella Grossman with the long, high arching shot to the back line. Excellent placement. From the Schneverdingen second striker. Still would like to see more out of the German side. The sets are not quite as clean as we're used to seeing. Still plenty of time left in this match to get things going. They would love to go into the semifinals with something to cheer about. First ball from Kimberly Gross kept in the field. The bounce set, though, 2 meters, so a direct ball opportunity here. Chris setting to Bognar. Shot to the corner, kept alive by Luca von Loo. And that ball sent out of bounds. Another miscue from the Germans. Bit of a needless mistake, you have to say. That set was very far away from the line. Always have that belief as a striker, but in those situations, perhaps safer option might have been the play. 9-4, again attacking the side of the Swiss international Bognar, but that's her first defensive mistake so far this match, so she'll have a chance to go back to the line and make up for this mistake. Straight down the middle at the feet of Henrik Seitz. Excellent ball taken off a short hop at her feet. Nice touch again, pushing it forward, Maria Namies. The direct ball from about 6 meters. Aggressive, but not enough. And a nice guided short ball winner. Aniko Muller, really smart there to stay out of the net and just take the air out of the ball a little bit. Tanya, no stranger to her opponents. All German national players on the other side of the field for Schneverdingen. But as we see, again, the Swiss international sending that ball deep, pointing to her head, just gotta play smart. Getting that last meter of the field. So we see a timeout for Duque de Caxias, Coach Diogo Comin, longtime coach of the women's team here at Duque de Caxias. Very different side that he's used to. He's no longer with longtime striker Tachi Schneider or defensive stalwart Hejani Signori. So he has decisions to make, has to get to know new faces quickly. So far, so good for the home team. And again, attacking the side of Tanya. Really respecting her counter-attacking prowess. Had the chance to watch all of these teams participate in their pre-tournament warm-up days, and it was pretty much just serve after serve for Tanya. She was just lights out and hitting that last meter of the field. That time, though, not quite getting the depth. Luca von Loh nicely sent forward. And a beautiful set. That is excellent. Henrik Seitz connecting with Hella Grossman there, and what an angle that is inside the server's line. That is a lot more of what we're used to seeing from Coach Neuenfeld's team. Two more set points here, though, for Tanya and Duque. Right at Henrik Seitz, but well defended out of the air. See a chance now. Aniko to the side of Tanya. What a stretch play on the defense there. Just barely getting to that one. And the set's good for Chris. Not enough to get past Kimberly Gross. Huge strike to the back. High bounce, but well controlled by Maria Namis. That's a really nice set. 1 meter down the middle of the field, and that will do it for set number 1. Put away emphatically by number 7, Tanya Bognar. The Schneverdingen captain got a hand on it, but just too much pace from the Swiss superstar, Tanya Bognar. I spoke with plenty of players here at the tournament who had a similar experience to Tanya, being brought in with a team you're not so familiar with, solely for the purpose of guiding that team to a victory. It can be a lot of pressure, expected to produce at the highest level, but So far, so good for Tanya and the Duque ladies. So far, we're seeing some really top-notch stuff all around. The defense has been excellent on both sides. Setting at times being really, really nice. Starting to see why these teams earned their place in the World Tour Finals. The other semifinalists are solidified. Denach and Nussbach, so an all-European semifinal so far, but Duque with a chance to be the lone South American representative into the women's semifinal. Great first touch, Fernanda. She's playing very well so far. And the set for Chris. Beautiful shot to the far sideline, tucking it behind Hella Grossman. And Tanya going in as perhaps a method of distraction. So Annika Muller starting in a deficit, again attacking Tanya. Defense continuing to be stellar. A set from Angela Melo. Again, a really nice one. 2 meters, nice and high, and Chris Washka knows exactly what to do in those situations. A big jump and just turned her body towards the side of Annika Muller. See if they decide again to go to Tanya. They don't. Another great first touch from Fernanda. Another gem of a set from Angela Melo, and beautiful strike. Perfectly placed ball. The deep middle. Again, just, it's automatic for the Swiss international. Nothing that the Schneverdingen defense could do about that one. Duque really getting into a rhythm now, and change of server. Hella Grossman, what can she do? The switch of play going to the side of Chris, who's really not been tested yet so far this game, and good recognition there. Chris was well inside of the field and just mishandled that one a little bit. Tanya's got a comfortable lead so far. She can continue to put pressure on, and that is just an absurd serve from Tanya Bognar. Look at the swerve on this ball. Starting off straight and just landing right on the line. Kimberly Gross could not believe that that one dropped in for a point. Set from Angela over her head is enough to put some pressure on. So see Annika Muller hitting a direct ball from 3 meters and intelligently placed in the middle of the field. Bounced in front of Angela Melo in the middle, and just a bit flat-footed on that one. I'm sure the belief now for Duque's number 7 Bognar is just to continue with the confident serving. As we see Kimberly Gross, the first touch, not what she wanted, frustrated with herself. Should have done better there, but now counterattack opportunity, and that's an insane bounce set over the shoulder. Angela, just the perfect height and weight on that one. Tanya knew exactly what to do, just swiping it over for an easy short ball point. Short ball. Great tracking there from Angela, but now it's a free ball for Schneverdingen, and we see this again. Angela up for the block. Not quite getting there, but Fernanda setting it forward. And again, another set over her shoulder. That one not high enough, though, so just a roll over the line, taking out Anniko Muller. And the set for Helle Grossman is very low and off, and because of that, the return error is uncharacteristic of Kimberly Gross in defense and setting so far. Oh, beautiful first touch from Tanya, straight out of the air. But a free ball now. Pushing it forward. That's much better. Direct ball. Nice shot there. Staying down that line. Just continuing to challenge Tanya defensively. She really got that last minute turn and swivel of the hips. You see in the background the Denok ladies checking out their potential first round opponents. Another beautifully placed deep shot from the Swiss international. This is looking fairly routine for Duque at the moment. Can't help but wonder if Olaf Neuenfeld has taken the foot off the gas a little bit, or if it's just a matter of Duque playing at the highest level at the moment. Over on court two, Sekirchen taking that first set, so keeping things interesting. Duque will need to continue to put the pressure on if they want to enter into a semifinal situation. It's much better from Kimberly Gross in defense, setting up a direct ball. But it was a bit too long. The set from Henrique Seitz was high enough, but she was ball not quite getting the depth, well covered by Maria Namies. The bounce set, 3 meters for Bognar to attack, and a huge strike to the near sideline. Going cross court. Just generating so much power behind the ball. Perhaps taking Luca Von Low a bit off guard. Didn't quite shift around enough to account for the angle. Oh, beautiful full stretch there from Fernanda to get to that one. An opportunity for Bognar to strike. Kept alive, a set from deep. Not quite close enough, 4 meters for Aniko Muller. Good push to the front, Maria Namies. Duque continuing a brilliant setting performance on display here from the Duque de Caxias captain, Angela. One of the best in her position in the middle of the field. And a flurry of set points now coming for Duque. And just like last set, taking an opportunity to just call timeout and make no mistake about the set point. So after a rocky start weather-wise, there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding the field quality, but today it's been really nice playing conditions. The field's starting to get a bit harder, the mud starting to dry up a little bit. So expect some real excitement tomorrow as we finish out the group stage, as well as enter into the semifinals. That'll be at the end of the day tomorrow. And if it's anything like last year's semis and finals, we are in for a real barn burner. All of these teams just so evenly matched, more so than we've seen in previous years. Push to the far side, excellent tracking defense there. Maria Namies for the set, a bit low and just rolling that one into the line. Fortunate break, but I don't think she'll be too bothered. She'll have plenty more opportunities to put this one away. Huge strike to the near sideline, and what a way to end set number 2. Tanya Bognar and Duque really firing on all cylinders at the moment. This is a level of power and precision that we're used to seeing from Duque de Caxias.
Alô, torcida da Duque, o time ganhou, vocês não fazem barulho!
We hope you've been enjoying the broadcast, coming to you live here from southern Brazil. It's been really a pleasure to be casting all of these matches for you, wherever you're tuning in from, all around the world. It's been really great to hear all of the good feedback and questions, and good to know that regardless of the time zone you're in, that we're able to enjoy the sport that we all know and love. Tomorrow should be even more exciting day. We'll have the final group stage matches, including Funkstad versus Duque de Caxias to start the day, and then quickly move into the playoffs. But for now, set number 3 underway. More service pressure from Tanya Bognar is enough to force the setting error. And a really nice angle on that one, taking out Hella Grossman defensively. More continued defensive pressure, and what a strike that was. Chris Washka really continuing to improve, showing us why she's been such a consistent part of the Duque attack for many years now. Using that athleticism to drive through the ball. Again, trying to take out Tanya, but another opportunity here for Chris. Oh, and that's what you love to see. The set from Angela, barely over the line with the backspin into the line. These are the things that we work on in training, but when it happens in a match, you simply love to see it. But a good response on the serve, the deep shot. Gonna need to see more of those kinds of serves if Schneverdingen want to come back into this game. Good push to the front, Luca von Loh. Well covered there from Angela. Direct ball for Tanya. Down and out, huge slam. Well covered by Hella Grossman. Aniko. Oh, and the hard angle shot, but well read by Tanya. Tight set, but back and forth we go now. Front rows of both teams scrambling defensively. And that shot falling well short of the back row of Duque. Starting to get some really nice rallies now as the defenses start to read and understand their attacking opponents. Calm first touch, push to the front, another direct ball. Aniko Muller, great shot. The hard angle, well in front of Chris Washka. Oh, that's a beautiful angle on that one. Strong ball from Tanya. Beautiful depth again. That ball was just barely going to land inside of the field. That is making the lives of the Schneverdingen defense just a total nightmare. You can choose to take it directly or try to take it on a short bounce. Either way, incredible level of difficulty. And good effort from Tanya, but just a bit too far to go. So another Schneverdingen point. All knotted up. 4 apiece. Another shot to that corner, but not nearly the depth that she wanted. Bounce set from Henrik Seitz. Decent, 3 meters. Oh, and Chris just couldn't get out of the way in time of that one. So another point for the Germans. It was really interesting, the development of the groups as the days went on. Again, Seekirchen came out of the gates and I have to say upset this Duque team in the first game of the tournament. But since then, Duque's looked like a much stronger side, completely different from that first game. Bounce set. Really tricky on that one. Didn't know who was going to take it, but Tanya just sent that one deep. Another strike from distance. Long way to go for Maria Namies, but she got there well. Gave Angela plenty of time to set that one. Back and forth we go now. We'll need a bit more precision, and that's a good start. Perfect set, but just didn't quite get over the line. Another inch or so, and that certainly would have fallen for a point. Tanya was still about 1 or 2 paces away from getting to that one. Hilla Grossman taking over the service duties after a strong start from Annika Muller and the short ball. Tanya got a hand on it, but couldn't keep it in control. Short ball has been really effective for the German side all tournament long. About halfway through this set number 3. Duque has a point to make up. They won't get it yet. The set from Annika Muller a bit further away, so should be easy enough for Tanya Bognar. Direct ball opportunity here for Chris. It should be good. To the corner, and nobody home for Schneverdingen, and another counterattack point from Chris. She's been a really bright spot this match so far. Takes a lot of pressure off of your shoulders as a striker if you know you can depend on your attacking counterpart. Grossman to the corner. Nice defense again from Tanya Bognar. She's locked in now, but an easier ball. Henrik setting her feet, squaring up. A beautiful bounce set. Enough to hit an angle, but not enough. Well anticipated by Chris. That bounce set's really tight. Let's see what Tanya can do here. Cross court, and just misconnecting on that one, Annika Muller. Some really high quality setting from both of these teams. It's exactly where you want to be as a striker. This time changing sides at the feet of Chris Washka. So another point for the German side. Another huge slam to the back middle. Still in play, though. Oh, and unfortunate there. She probably had a bounce on that one, but Annika Muller just deciding to take that one out of the air. Stand corrected. That probably was landing out of bounds. Over on court 2, Sikirchen holding a 2-0 over Mercedes. Beautiful first touch from Maria Namies, setting up Chris beautifully down the far sideline. Good stretch, but still alive. But a free ball opportunity now. This could be dangerous for the Germans, but they did put a lot of pressure on Fernanda. Under duress, falling into the bike rack. Push to the back line, and now a chance for Schneverdingen. A direct ball for Annika Muller, sent to the corner and just too far in front of Maria Namies. This is very interesting as we see these matches develop. Sikirchen looking well on their way to securing a victory. Unfortunately, would not be enough if Duque can close out this match. They would lose on a tiebreaker. Beautiful set and perfectly placed between Tanya Bognar and Angela in the middle of the field. And now a lead for the Germans. Just so close to call. This group has turned out to be extremely close. Good serve. The first touch from Hella Grossman was good. Oh, the hard angle shot just out of bounds. It's a really good break for Duque de Caxias. 9 apiece over on field 2. Sikirchen securing a 3-0 victory. They will finish with 6 points. And if Duque can close this out, they'll end up finishing on top of their group. Schneverdingen will also have 6 points. But again, they hold that tiebreaker over Sikirchen as they handily took care of the Austrians. So sudden death fistball now. Win by 2, or the first to 15 points, as is customary. What will we see from Hella Grossman out of the timeout? Deep middle. Oh, beautiful shot. Perfectly placed ball. Can't ask for anything more from your server out of a timeout like that. This could get very dangerous for Duque if they don't end up winning that third set. Set point now for Schneverdingen. Tanya. Shot to the far side. Beautiful first touch. Direct ball. Annika Muller to the corner, but easy enough for Fernanda. Direct ball. Chris to the middle. Nice stretch there in the defense. Another direct ball opportunity. And just out of bounds, another really fortunate break for Duque. That could have easily dropped in for a point. Just a bit too much power on that one. Beautiful bounce set here for Tanya Bognar, but what a first take out of the air. Henrik Seitz. Oh, this is excellent rallies we have now. Chris, direct set. Perfect shot to the middle of the field. They can smell the semifinals. It's well within their grasp now. Match ball opportunity and a chance to again compete to be the world's best. And what would it mean for Duque de Caxias to do that again in front of their home crowd? Two massive points there. Again, should Schneverdingen mount a comeback and win the next 3 sets, it would mean that Kirchen would secure their place into the semifinal instead due to the tiebreaker with Duque. So will we see the conclusion of the group stage that sees Duque into the semis? Or does Hella Grossman have other ideas in mind? Excellent first touch to the middle of the field. The bounce set rolling forward, 2 meters. Tanya running forward into the outstretched arms. Annika Muller. Oh, and the bounce set's too much. It rolls over the line. And that's going to do it. Congratulations, Duque de Caxias. They have punched their ticket into the semifinals, and they are thrilled to be back where they feel they belong. Congratulations, Duque de Caxias, and a well-fought match by Schneverdingen as well. They'll be in the semifinals as well. Really not much separating the top 4 teams here at the World Tour Finals. But with that, it's the conclusion of day number 2 here in the World Tour Finals in Curitiba, Brazil. This is Kyle Esmont. Thank you all for tuning in, no matter where you are tuning in from. We'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock local time, for the conclusion of the men's group stage and getting into the playoffs of the World Tour Finals. You will not want to miss it. We hope that you tune in once more tomorrow here on fistball.tv, but until then, we hope you have a good evening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.